Hello, everyone. We are starting. I just bringing on Deb, so everyone hang on. Hi, Caitlin. Thanks for joining us. All right. I requested you to come on live, Deb. Do you see it? Oh,
Oh my goodness.
we did it. Too stressful technology, right?
If they only knew. I just
Hi.
had a
It's
like
so
a
nice to see your face.
I
Yes,
know. It's so nice to see you. Now I just had a master class in live Instagram in like 20 minutes.
look at you.
But I
We
did
did
it.
it. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We'll wait like maybe 2 minutes just to let people kind of join in. We see a couple people here. Hello, everyone. And then we're going to start talking about certification, Family Sleep Institute, all what goes on in terms of curriculum, in terms of how people, the duration of it, the importance of different certifications. I think that's a big conversation that you and I need to have.
Yeah.
And then Good Night Sleep Site, what it means to join a team, the benefits to join a team, how you and I work together with the certification in my training, and anyone who's interested in becoming a sleep consultant. Sound good?
Sounds perfect.
Okay. Okay, there's a couple people. Hello, Jay Winton. Hello, May Nui. Hello, Caitlin. Why don't we get started?
Let's do it.
All right, let's start by introducing ourselves. Do you want to go first? You go first.
Sure. I'm Deb Pedrick, and I'm the founder of the Family Sleep Institute. But prior to creating the school, I was helping families back in 1996. So a
Wow.
long time ago.
I graduated high school in 1996.
Oh, come on. Oh my goodness. Yeah, things were a lot different then for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I practiced for about 14 years and then created this program because there was a huge need for sleep consultants because really honestly there were only a handful of us.
Yeah.
Seriously, like on
Yeah.
two hands. So
Absolutely.
I knew that like this was something that I needed to do, and it was the best decision I ever made for sure. I love teaching.
And you're amazing at it.
That's my thing. So yeah, it's been really awesome, and we're going on our 15th year, which
Wow.
is
Wow.
another crazy thing, right?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Everyone
You
who's joining, hello, everybody. Can everyone hear us okay? Leave a comment if you can't hear us okay. I am Alanna McGinn, founder of Good Night Sleep Site. This is Deborah Pedrick, founder of the Family Sleep Institute. And we are talking all about getting certified as a sleep consultant, joining a team, and what the certification is. Yeah, I was your second class, Deb, which
oh
is
my God,
crazy.
out
I know.
of like a billion.
Yeah, right?
It's really
And,
crazy.
something that I always talk about is the importance of choosing the right certification. I know why I chose the Family Sleep Institute. We'll get into that, but why it's also really important for all my consultants to be certified through the Family Sleep Institute. It's really one of the founding certifications, wouldn't you say, in our industry.
For sure. Yeah,
When
absolutely.
when it started, there was what, maybe like three or four?
Not even that. I think there were three. Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Definitely. At least
Yeah,
three. Yeah. But yeah,
yeah,
very few. And everybody was starting out, right? So it was like a new beginning for
yeah.
all of these three programs or whatever. And so yeah. But yeah, there were really no other programs. So
No, it's a very new industry, still, but a very fast growing industry. Like still relatively new. I mean, if you think like within 15 years, the growth of the industry.
yeah,
And unfortunately for sleep consulting, it's not a board regulated industry yet. I
right.
say yet because we hope that one day it is. I know you are putting in the work to make that happen, and other consultants are as well. Um, but because of that, and this is why I think it was so important for you and I to have this conversation, pretty much anyone can certify anyone, right? You can sleep train
Right.
your kid, be really good at it, and start a certification. And certifications have definitely grown throughout the years, whether they're pop-up certifications or crash course certifications. So the conversations that I have with my potential consultants when I'm talking about not only Goodnight Sleep Site, but also the training that Goodnight Sleep Site has had, including
Right.
myself, who's now also 15 years in the industry, 14 years. And then the curriculum and what's involved with the family sleep, and really what's, in my opinion, sets this certification apart from all other ones, is the curriculum and the way the curriculum is packaged and presented.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that? Like, talk to us about what is entailed in the curriculum and the course itself.
Sure. So I'll kind of just give you like the layout of what it means, what does the program
Yeah.
entail? So um, the students get 16 weeks of learning. So that's classes, presentations, live classes, which is kind of a rare thing, but for me, it's super important to
Yeah.
have that connection with my students and the instructors and having that kind of one-on-one. And so we have class every Tuesday, and we alternate times, 1 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then
So the
we
classes
also,
are live but online. So anyone around the
yes,
world and wherever you are can take it.
exactly.
Yeah.
And we also, on Thursdays, we have office hours, which is just great because, again, it gives you an opportunity if you have questions about whatever the previous class or assignments, that kind of thing. It's just nice to have that, and it's not mandatory or anything, but it's there, right?
Yeah.
So think of our program more like going to like a college course or completing a college course. I mean, that's really what it's
Yeah.
kind of follows that kind of standard. um, so you've got the 16 weeks of learning, and then from that point, if you have successfully completed all of the assignments, and within a certain grade point average that we require, then you'll move on to 2 months of practicum. So you'll be working with three
I'm going to
families.
cut you off for a second because I think
Sure.
that's worth pointing out is that not everyone will, like, not every, this, it is like a college course. It is like a university course. And there are certain fundamentals within that course that you have to hit in order to be certified. And I
Right.
know for me, that's important for my team because it's important for the parents who are hiring us that they have that proper training, and Family Sleep
Right.
Institute make sure that happens. So I just wanted to like highlight that.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really proud of it. I mean, it has evolved
Yeah.
over the years, but we have a grading system. I mean, it's pretty amazing. I mean, I'm so proud of it. But it has evolved, so
Yeah.
now I kind of see it as like this is the ultimate, right?
Mhm.
And you're right. Parents do seek out our graduates because of our training, and that to
Yeah.
me is, why I did it. They need a trusted source. They need it, to know that these, graduates are really getting the best training possible.
Yeah.
So I left off at what the practicum, right, for two
Yes.
months.
Yeah.
So you'll be working with three families that you have to find yourself,
Hmm.
which is good practice of
For
finding
sure.
clients.
Yeah.
So and then at that point, if you complete that the final project successfully, then you will be officially certified. And from there, you will then go into your business C's, which is 5 weeks of business classes, which are
Hmm.
amazing with Alyssa.
Yeah.
Starting to pull everything together and getting your business up and running. And then after that, you start your 4 month of mentorship, which
Right.
is, again, we're there for you. So it's 11 months of training, 11
Yeah.
months. I
And
mean, that's
beneficial
like a
because,
school year.
yeah, because you need that hands-on approach when you're first starting.
Yeah.
I know my consultants, I mean, they get that as well. And the beauty of it is they get that from you and they get that from me too. So
Yeah.
they're kind of,
They get a
they
lot.
benefit. Yeah, they get a lot.
They get a
Uh,
lot.
but it's good because until you apply what you learn to a family and to working, like that's how you learn the best, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Right.
it's not like you just certify and say see you later. It's not like I just train and say okay, there you go, see you later.
Right.
They're getting ongoing mentorship, ongoing training, ongoing support,
Yeah.
ongoing,
Yeah.
right? Because mine never ends. Once you join my team it continues, but for you it's, what did you say, 3 or 4 months afterwards? Like that's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things that, like, when you start working with your families on your own, just
Yeah.
to have that one-on-one, although you actually are connected already to the School of Graduates, so you have the
Yeah.
support of all your sleep sisters and their
Yes.
experience, and we're always helping each other out, but you have still that once a week get together, talk about your cases, and it's, I mean, it's so well rounded, and I know that it really helps when you're really trying to launch yourself into this,
Totally.
practice. And but yeah, so you got the 4 months, and so yeah, altogether it's 11 months of training
Which is
between.
amazing.
Yeah,
So talk to us about the cost. I know that's a big question that everybody has. How much does it cost?
$4,900.
4,900 US.
Yes,
Is there a payment plan for that?
yes, you could do a payment plan, but everything needs to be paid up before class starts.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yes. Okay. So for more information, obviously they can go on the website.
yes.
Do you want to say the website? Just so I don't get it
Oh,
wrong.
oh familysleepinstitute.com.
I thought it was that, but I didn't want to get it wrong.
You were like fsi.com.
Well, that's what I didn't want to say,
I know.
right? Because
I
that's
know.
just where
We
I
have
go,
that
FSI.
acronym that seems to like people know more than Family Sleep Institute. It's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. So definitely more information on there. And so that everyone understands who's watching, this is to certify you as a sleep consultant. So in the training, you are learning newborn, baby, toddler sleep methods, sleep practices to properly be educated to work with a family for sleep training, just so
Yeah.
that everyone understands the age group that you're learning, and kind of all the curriculum is on the website as well, that they can
Yes.
look at and get, along with pricing and application process. So where I come in, where I sneak in there, is so my company is Goodnight Sleep Site. I am certified through FSI, through Family Sleep Institute. I say that with honor that I was your second class because it just sounds cool. I wish I was the first class, but I wasn't.
You're awesome. You
Yeah,
know what? Let me just stop you there, because when you came to me, you were already practicing, and
I was.
you were the first student that I had that actually was practicing. And you must have seen like, what's this, certification thing, and you
Yeah.
were like, I want it. And I gave you a lot of credit for, because you could have just kept on practicing and said, whatever, but
Oh,
you were
for sure.
like, no, I really want to do this. And so it was really great that you took that step. And I think that all of that together and what you've done, learning and and practicing has brought you where you are today, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I started with my daughter, who I just went to her her high school graduation last night, which
I
is
know.
crazy. So she's 17. Started sleep training with her, like many parents do, right? You're reading the
Right.
books, you're hearing people, you sleep train. Keeping in mind, 17 years ago, this industry didn't really exist, right? You
Yeah.
couldn't hire a sleep trainer.
Right.
It just, this profession wasn't available to me at the
Yep.
time. So sleep train my daughter, and then it wasn't until then I would help friends, right? Help friends of friends, and do that. And it wasn't until I was pregnant with my twins, who are now 14. They're going to be 15 in March. Um, where I found out that you could get certified, right? And that's how I found Family Sleep Institute and said, just like you said, like, yeah, no, this is what I want to do. I want to build a company, and I want to
Yep.
get properly certified. Not even thinking at that time that I was going to grow the company and I was going to have other
I know.
consultants. I thought it was just going to be me.
Yeah.
And I started when the industry was very new, and got certified through the Family Sleep Institute, and then have now grown my business. So, now Goodnight Sleep Site has consultants throughout Canada, throughout the US, all certified under Family Sleep Institute. So the reason why Deb and I are doing this together is, one, I thought it was really important for Deb to be able to explain how the certification works and the importance of really doing your research and homework on finding the right certification for you. I know
Right.
we both know that right now, in the state of the world that we're in right now, money is a factor, and financial spending and investing is a factor, but you want to make sure that you're investing and spending the money on the right certification. And
Yeah.
as a graduate, as someone who manages consultants that are trained through FSI, Family Sleep Institute, I'm here to tell you this is the certification that you want to invest in. This is going to give you proper education, and be able to really I'm at a loss for words right now, that are really going to be able to arm you with the knowledge that you need to properly work with families. Where I come in is if you want to join an existing team. As I said, the
Yep.
industry is very fast growing. And it's hard to start off as a solo sleep consultant. It's not as easy as it was when I was, when
Right.
I first started 15 years ago, right?
Yep.
So the benefits of joining a team, an already existing team, and just to let you guys know a little bit about Goodnight Sleep Site, you're on my account, so I assume that you know the company, but it's goodnightsleepsite.com. We work with babies to adults, but our team, our consultants, really works with babies to toddlers. And I have grown the business in the past 10 years. I've been operating and working with families for the past 15 years. But have grown the team for over 10 years now. Jamie was my very first hire, FSI graduate, and she just celebrated her 10 years with me. Is that crazy?
Oh,
I
it
know.
is. It's yeah.
Um, yeah. So the benefits of working with a team is you're falling under an already existing brand. Goodnight Sleep Site, I like to think, is known within the industry. We've been at it for quite a while now. You're getting proper training through FSI, through the Family Sleep Institute. You're getting, if a team atmosphere is better for you in terms of the support, ongoing mentoring. Like FSI, we have our own, kind of sleep sister family where we are working together and helping with each other on cases. If joining a team is a good route for you, then this is where joining Goodnight Sleep Site comes in. So how I run my training is I run it, Deb and I don't run it together, but I run it at the same time as Deb. So, for instance, when you sign on to Family Sleep Institute training, each certification, one starts in September. So we have one coming up in September,
Yeah.
and then one starts in February. So right now, I'm hiring consultants to start the September 2025 program. As you're starting with FSI training with Deb, you're also training on my end to become a Goodnight Sleep Site consultant. That's actually at no cost to you guys. So the only really initial investment, I would say, because this is also a very low overhead job,
Right.
other than the initial certification. So that would be your main investment right up front. And then you are training with me also online once a week. Well, I'm once a week, you're two, but once a week. And I'm training you on the Goodnight Sleep Site side of things. So yes, of course, we talk about sleep training and sleep consulting, but more on the business side of things. So you're getting an amazing training and education from FSI, which is going to make you a phenomenal sleep consultant. But you can be an amazing sleep consultant, but if no one knows you exist, you're not going to get any sales, any orders. You're not going to make any money,
Yep.
right?
Right.
So I train you on that side of it, how we work with clients. If you have worked with a consultant, whether it's a Goodnight consultant or any other kind of sleep consultant, you know what it's like to be on the client side of things. Excuse me, also getting over a cold. I am now working with you on the consultant side of things. So how we work with our clients from beginning to end, from when they sign on with you, we go through the entire consultation process and train you on that to the end. But then we also are going to train you on how to get that client. So how to promote yourself, how to market yourself, how you work under the Goodnight brand, how you're paid. How my consultants are paid is through commission. So you're coming on essentially as a contractor, as a Goodnight Sleep Site. Let's say a Mary signs on, Goodnight Sleep Site Mary, or Goodnight Sleep Site Nancy. I'm just trying to think of names. And then you are paid through commission. So depending on how you get your clients, there's different commission structures. If I'm sending you the lead, which you will get leads from Goodnight Sleep Site, it's a different commission structure than if you're bringing in the leads yourself. The goal, though, in both of our training is that you essentially bring in those leads yourself and you're getting the higher commission, right? That is what I want to see for
Yeah.
my consultants. So you're given all the tools, the social accounts. You're housed on the Goodnight Sleep Site page. If you want to see how our other consultants are housed, you can go on goodnightsleepsite.com. And that's essentially how I work with FSI, Family Sleep Institute, on my end. So all the sleep consulting training is done through Deb. All the consulting and really business side training is done through myself. And that's
Yeah.
ongoing. And then you're part of the Goodnight family, and we don't kick you out.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of
It's a great partnership, and it's so nice
it is.
to see it done the right way, and that, Alanna's worked so hard to make this work. And I don't, honestly, I feel like you're kind of the oldest
Longest.
team,
Let's not say
longest.
oldest.
Okay,
Longest.
whatever. That's all good. You know what I mean? But
Joking.
but it's not an easy task to do. But the fact that she's smart enough to know that I want my team to get the best training, so then you can take them, right?
Yeah.
Because they're so well trained that you can just send them off, right? And then
Yeah.
obviously get your specific training, which is really, because you have a way of doing things. But it's just, I'm really proud of how you've, put this all together and the success
Yeah.
that you had,
Thank you.
but yeah, I mean, you could have started your own school, but you
Totally.
know,
I mean, for me, it's
why?
quality is important,
Right.
and reputation is important. And
Yeah.
I value that with FSI. You know that. We've had these
Yeah.
conversations.
Yeah.
It's important for me to know that my consultants, because I know the quality that they're getting at a Good Night's Sleep site, and I
Yeah.
want to match that with the certification. And
Yeah.
that's what's really important for me.
Yeah.
So, anyone who's watching, I know a couple of you guys have to run, and we don't want to go on for too long. But like I said, the next certification is September 2025.
Yeah.
So right now
September 2nd.
you're in the application process for that, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and as am I. So basically, how the process starts is if you've watched this and you're interested in finding out more, head over to familysleepinstitute.com, head over to goodnightsleepsite.com. Both sites will give you more information on both trainings. We would have a conversation if you want to join a team. Basically, how it works is I interview you. If you join the team and everything checks out, then I kind of send you off to Deb and you get signed up on both ends. Yes, the certification isn't until September, but I will say, and this is what I'm telling to a lot of potential client or consultants now, now is a good time to sign up because I know Deb is particular in exclusivity. She doesn't want to put too many consultants in one area right away. I do the same thing. So and then July and August just gets busy with summer.
Right.
So really we're in kind of like the last month where people are thinking about taking that step. If you're thinking about a career change, thinking of working from home, great work-life balance, great certification, great team, this could be the answer for you.
Yep. Perfect package.
Perfect package. Anything else you want to say before we sign off?
um, I'm just excited. I been 15 years every class. I'm giddy. Like it's
Yeah.
like, I really enjoy my students, and we have just an amazing time, and it's really rewarding to see, what becomes of it for sure.
For
So
sure. Well,
very,
thank you. Thank you
yes,
for all
thank
you
you.
do. Thank you for all you do for this industry, for all you do with the certification.
Thank you.
You know that we all love you. All the FSI grads love you. And thanks for
Yes,
joining me today. I
yes,
hope everyone found it useful.
thank you for having me.
All right. Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.